have. And before I move into the conversation, let me just set some context in terms of what we are trying to do. So many of you might not know what Saja is, what Saja does, and what is this organization and what is this conversation. So, um, Saja as an org believes in the potential and dignity of all parents and builds platform for them to impact lives of children. We seriously believe that parents can create deep impact in the lives of children. And but usually what you find in conversations, a lot of conversations with children, which is very important. Children and how do children learn and how do children develop. But oftentimes the tough part of caregiving, of parenting, of ensuring that the child is learning and doing well gets a little ignored. And though for us, this was an attempt to ensure that we can bring out the voices for caregivers, for parents, and try and understand what happens when you are facing certain barriers, when you're facing certain challenges, and how has parenting shifted. And so the campaign that we are running right now is called Parenting Unplugged. The idea is that we explore parenting journeys of different people, right? Of parents having younger kids, of parents having elder kids, of parents who are trying to sort of understand certain things, of fathers, of mothers. And the idea is that within in these conversations, we explore the caregiving journeys of parents. And with that, let me sort of move into who I have today. So I have two phenomenal people who have joined me. I have um, Kalyani and I have Ruchira who have joined me. Now, to quickly sort of give you some context, these two people have played many different roles in their lives. They were sports person, they were co-founders, they are managing directors, and they are also mothers. Today, the idea is that we'll explore the role around mothers. We'll explore how their journeys have been, what are certain challenges that they have faced, what are certain barriers that they have faced, and how can this be a learning journey for other parents who are listening in, for other folks who are listening in, who are trying to sort of understand the journey that parents and caregivers often take. So with that, the idea is that we have a genuine conversation, and I'm hoping no secrets of Hari or anyone else is revealed in this YouTube. But we are also hopeful there will be some secrets that do come out. And with that, I will actually introduce Kalyani ji. So Kalyani ji is a sports person herself. She played volleyball. Um, at a state level, at the college level. Also, she happens to be the mother of Srihari, who's an Olympic swimmer. Today, I'll talk about her journey and how that she sort of ensure that she's able to take good care and ensure that her child succeeds and move beyond that. I also have Ruchira. Ruchira is an advisory board member at Saja. She is the co-founder of Positron. She's currently the managing director at Positron Consulting. And with Ruchira, the idea is that we both explore journeys of parents, caregivers. How does gender come in? How do you sort of look at the journey of mothers also? With that, let me first hand it over to Kalyani ji and ask her, Kalyani ji, if you could briefly introduce yourself. I would love it if you could talk about your journey, where you were born and brought up, what was the family like, and give us some details on how did you land up where you landed up today.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. I am Kalyani. Actually, I am parent of I have two sons, Balaji Nataraj and Shriri Nataraj. And my born at Pudukkottai in Tamil Nadu. I early studies are at Pudukkottai till 12th standard. I lived in a very big joint family. My father's siblings are 11. My mother's siblings are 8. So big, very big family till my college school days. So after the school days, I joined Madurai University for my UG. I did the UG in Madurai University, Tirunelveli. And at that time, and when I was 7 years old, seventh standard, I introduced my sport. And I tried to be in sport till my college days. But somehow my family is not able to support in that huge manner. So I dropped and started working. So after marriage, I settled in Bangalore.
And Kanji, when you settled in Bangalore, did you have any thoughts of playing sports then, or had you dropped the idea? What was it like for you when you sort of thought of settling in Bangalore?
Actually, again, see that situation. Say when I got married, I was with a very old in-laws, so I couldn't able to continue pursue my this one. So I have to force to take care of them. So I mentally I prepared to accept that things because as a woman, first preference was be a family. So I thought I can go through the things and I drop out my career for the sake of taking care of my family.
Interesting. Ruchira, would you like to sort of briefly introduce yourself, also talk about your family, where you were born, brought up, and how you land up where you landed up?
Yeah, thank you, Saransh. So I know in your introduction you mentioned positron, but I think my biggest introduction is I'm Neil Roy's mother. And I'm so glad to share this platform with Kalyani. The boys have been swimming for so many years together. I was born in a small town called Sindri, which is now in Jharkhand. I spent 16, 17 years there, and then I went on to do my engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and then my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. I think where I am today is because of my parents. My dad, he was born before independence in what is now Bangladesh, came to India as a refugee, was one among, I think, 10 siblings who studied and did his PhD. And I always say this with a lot of pride that because somebody that day had the guts to not succumb to taking whatever came in front of him and put fight and study more is where we are today. But that also means that as a family, we value education a lot. For us, and you could say that that has probably driven a lot of decisions that we've taken as a family, which is that even if when Neil loved swimming and he was great at swimming, we still had education as equally an important thing along with swimming. My mother, who finished her graduation actually after her marriage, instilled in me this thing about being independent. We can be lucky to have loving families and loving spouses, but I should be independent and I should study. And I think that those are the kind of things that went into bringing up Neil. So while he swam competitively for a long time and was the first recruit in a D1 school in Stanford from India, he still continued to do his physics and his masters. And so this combination of sports and studies is something that we genuinely believe in. And that's what's brought me here. And that is why your cause in Saja resonates so much with me, Saransh.
Interesting. And Ganji, think question around you were born, brought up in a specific environment. How did that environment actually influenced your parenting journey that you sort of undertook?
That's all. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Actually, the same thing. Not it's the same. No, my parents also very keen on the studies and this one. So when they insist me to study, that I felt is fine. When I introduced my kids to the sport, I also told them you can manage both the thing because it's in India. It's a very important. Our life is based on education. So that way, I from the childhood not going through for the winning or the achievement become a champion or something. You take as a sports as a extracurricular activities helps to develop other skills. See, the sport will help the time management, and it makes you focus and concentration and eating habit and moving with the people management, because you see so many kind of people. That and all I find out in sport, it will help them to overall development, it helps. So that way I want them to be in the sport. So I not think he become a champion or become a Olympian or like that. Like Ruchita says, no, see both the things you have to able to do. It will help your life to be better. So in that way, I learned from my father, and the same thing I applied for my kids also.
Interesting. And so tell me this. So there would be moments where your kids would have told you, kya karate, right? What all do you ask me? You want me to study also? You want me to swim also, right? How do you sort of then, and this is Ruchira first, how do you sort of manage this, right? There are multiple things that the
The
kid has
first
to
thing
do.
is, I
Yeah.
don't want him to. It should not be you want him to. And you know, the basic difference, Saransh, I feel in how our parents dealt with us and how we have to deal with the children. See, there was less information at that time. There was no internet. There was no mobile phone. Okay. So you were guided a lot with guidance from your parents, your seniors. You had some defined paths. Our children are exposed to a lot of information. They are very aware. They know what they want to achieve. And frankly speaking, today, a good parent, the job of a good parent is not to tell them what to do. It's to set up the enabler so that they get to do what they want to do. So it can't be that I tell him. It has to be he telling me that I want to do 1, 2, 3. Can you help me do these things? How can I do these things? So that's my view.
Yes.
And Kanji, you want to sort of add to this?
No. Actually, what Ruchita says is correct, because they want at the beginning, early stage, we can introduce. Only we can introduce. See, after certain point, they can learn. From them, we are learning. So what they want, in that we can able to, how much we can able to help them to get into the field. That is the thing we did it. I think so. I am sure about that thing. So that's what they are able to manage both the things.
And so I think question coming to you is, we are creating this enabling environment so that the kid can choose. But at the end of the day, you are also trusting the kid to make the right decision, right? How do you trust the kid? Right? There might be how do you deal with all of the anxieties, right? You don't know if this would sort of move forward, not move forward, right? How do you deal with the anxiety of
This is
the
what I am
uncertainty?
telling from the mindset. From the beginning, we are not trained for the Olympian. Okay, we are not put the goal, and we are going through the channel. We are going through the path. So we started working towards, after certain level only, we started working toward the goal. See, beginning it is like a life skill, and it's like a one of the time pass or one of the exercise or like that we started. But after some time, the kid won't. See, really, the kid was very passionate. The kid will be stand on that. Okay. Every kid will be stand on that if the kid decided to do in that way. So for example, my both the son, I introduced both. I gave same type of environment, same type of food. But one kid is told, I don't want to pursue in this swimming as a competitive. But other kid wants the same thing. I no differentiate it in that environment or whatever I gave, whatever introduced are same thing. But the kid interest will be changed. So in that point, we can decide what they want. Even Ruchita says, no, Hari also a very intelligent boy. If he decided to go to US like Neil, he can also go. But that time, Hari wants to be a Olympian. He wants to try out for that. So he only decided. Nothing was decided by myself. Okay. He
And
decided.
to add to that, Saransh, anxiety will never go away for a parent. Whether you have figured it out, you have not figured it out, you have support, you don't have support. Being a parent is equal to being anxious.
Natural. That is natural.
That's natural, correct.
Yes.
But I think one thing I'll add there, Saransh, that anxiety is less when you surround yourself with a good team of people who can give you the right advice.
Interesting.
I don't know. The kid also doesn't know sometimes, okay? And you know that saying they say, na, it takes a village to bring up a child. It is so true. And I feel that as parents, that is the one thing that nobody teaches us. Ask for help, surround yourself with people who can support you. Even your husband, even my husband.
Right.
I mean, and there are roles that each parent plays. And that is the most important thing, this understanding between partners, between the larger ecosystem, the coach, the strength and conditioning coach, the swim coach, the class teacher, the school principal. I mean, in Neil's journey, when he was pursuing all this, frankly speaking, there are so many people I owe gratitude to. His
Yes.
school principal, who would postpone the final exam so that Neil could come back from an Asian age group championship and give his exams. Or his swim coach, who would get him to, give him flexibility to attend a different batch. Why? Because he had lab practicals to attend in school during the normal timing. So it takes a
Actually,
full team.
Actually, for this, I can give example for Hari. Actually, one point of time, Hari can't able to manage both the things. His pressure was too much. The doctor, family doctor says, Kalani, stop swimming because he's not able to take challenges. He's stressing out. That time I stopped. But he was very keen on continuing. He adamantly he told his principal, see, my mama stopped swimming. I don't want to study. So then the principal called and told me, Kalani, if you want to, your son will be a good student or good human being, you have to make sure to take him to the pool without expectation anything. So from that point, I didn't expect whether he is win or not. My expectations he is happy. What he is doing. See, when you are happy, you can do whatever you want. So I only make sure he is happy. So that time I started again swimming. Within 6 months, he qualified for the international. So that time only we, husband and wife, we came to know, oh, this boy was very keen because he is proved himself within 6 months. So he is very keen on that. That is in the age of 15, 16. Okay. So that is the age only we can make out he is very keen on swimming. Still that we are not pushing him or anything. We cannot even take any decision regarding about swimming. Okay, let him go every day. He'll come back and happily he's doing both the thing. And even when he was in 10th standard, the class teacher was so worried. He's not he did the IG in Cambridge University. He's not doing this one. So IGCSE he did the 10th standard. So much of portions. So he says, I can manage. Don't worry, ma'am. So he did that. Good job he did in that. So that time give more confidence to us. Okay, this fellow is able to manage both the things.
Interesting. And for both of you, given you'll have to sort of whatever, sometimes lower your expectations or try and figure out things, right? There would be moments where you felt tired, right? Where you would have felt, I can't do this. Nahi ho pa raha hai. What do you do in those moments?
Actually, we are not did anything. No, the kids only doing. We are just like other parents. We are dropping and picking up. That's all we are doing. As usual, every mother will give food. No. So thing I also did the food only, but what only one special thing because we are keen on that nutrition level and we are drop out. Actually, I felt very bad because some point of time Ari didn't have any chat items or any road items. Still, see now after 21, 22 only is allowing to have that type of food. Okay, still that we are very keen because of that we ourselves also not going to anywhere to like that type of food. So if role model is from us only, if you go, then automatically the kid also wants to go. He says, "You people are enjoying. Why should I not?" But all four of us are same boat. Okay, so that is not the problem because we are not.
Saransh, I'll tell you one thing. This being tired and being exhausted and this, again, like I said, it is in the parents' quota to be anxious. It is also in the parents' quota to be exhausted at times.
Yes.
What helps is, like she said, now 4 of them. What helps is when you have shared goals. See, the goal is like in our case, my husband, Kushal, Neil, and I, we had a shared goal. We knew he loved physics, he loved swimming. So we had a shared goal of what we were doing.
Yes.
There will be days when I am exhausted. Then one more person within the 3 will pick the ball up and go running. Or and it used to happen because I'm traveling on work.
Right.
Somebody else has to step in and do it. But that's part and parcel of the game, no?
Actually,
When you're
I
chasing
learned
a
from my
goal,
mother.
you're running a race. There will be times when you're out of breath. That's part and parcel. You just go
Actually,
ahead.
I learned from my mother. See, my mother used to, when we are in exams or studying, no, she won't go on to sleep. She will be sit next to us, whether she's teaching or not. She won't teach us, but she will next to me, next to us, sit and we go through some novels or some books or some writing some slogas. Something she will do. See, like that. If you watch movie and go to tell the kid to go and practice, the kid won't go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You also has to be little involvement in that. And I still today, see, that's what I'm telling. Last 6 months only, I'm not going to the pool. Otherwise, whether whatever else, I will be with Hari in that pool for 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever. Because he likes, okay, mama also not roaming around with the friends. She's not going to movies. No, if I did that, automatically in that middle age, that adolescent age, the kid also feel, why should we have to struggle so much? We can also enjoy the life, no? So something in our family has to be little bit sacrifice and things has to be focused on that side. Then automatically the kid will also enjoy that.
Interesting. So I think what I'm hearing is a lot of sacrifice that you give, but I'm sure there would be some spaces for care for yourselves that you create, right? What are those spaces of care that you create for yourself?
Saransh, see the moment of pride when your child is standing on the podium, Saransh. There is no better gift that a parent can get. Believe me, the day Neil got his Stanford admission, there was nobody happier in this world than Kushal and me. It is like that. It's like what Kalyani would have felt when Hari went into Olympics.
Yes.
So I think that itself is such a big gift. I mean, and I keep saying this even today. The
No,
amount of
actually,
pride.
Ruchita, I am telling this. See, when the kid is achieved, only you can run. Even if it's not achieved, I will be happy because I introduce some good things to him. It will lead to. That's what I am telling the parents. Nowadays, young parents are feeling very bad because everybody can't get 100 out of 100 in sport. Okay, only one. Even studies you can get because if you in the 30 kids, if you teach them, maybe 10 to 10, 12 kids can get 100 out of 100 because the syllabus will be able to proceed. But in the sport, only 100 out of 100. The next question is 199.9 only. Okay. So we have to accept that things in sport or any other competitions in arts competition or any other competition, even the swimming or any music or anything. Other than education, everything only one medal. Okay. So we have to, from the childhood, we have to tell the kid, don't disappointed when you are losing. Okay. Just enjoy the sport, whether you are winning or losing. The same mentality has to be in the parents also. Then that level will be go up. Otherwise, what Ruchita says, it will be little frustration will come that point only. That
Very
point time
interesting.
only, that
Very
frustration will
interesting.
start coming.
I think what I'm also hearing is you're not living your dream in the child, which is often said, right? The parents
Yes.
live their dream in the child, you're not. The child is
Yes.
still living their dream. You're trying sort of ensure they can live their dream well.
Yes.
That is
Correct.
the idea. Very
Yes.
interesting.
Correct.
Which are you saying something?
No, I was saying that, see this, when in a family, everybody has their own interests, right? Thing is when you get to share the joys of each of those interests. The same thing is here as well. So just because the child is swimming, it's not as if there are no other shared goals. There are no other fun things to do. And so you can't make it all about that one thing. Even when a
Very
child is
interesting.
good in studies, it is not about just that thing, right? It's also about going and watching a movie together. It's also about going and going to the mountains together. I mean, I think I don't see this as being different from how a normal life in a family is. That we all have
Yes.
shared interests. We are all working towards some shared goals and having fun while doing it.
Correct.
Interesting. And I think the question that I now want to sort of move towards is both of your children have now grown up, they're doing something, they're becoming successful, and you see other parents also now sort of undertaking their journey. What difference do you see, Kalyani Ruchira, from how you were brought up, how you
Yes.
brought up your children, and what are you
Correct.
seeing these days also happening? So, Kalyani, if you could sort of move.
Yes. Actually, I want to tell means, see, each children is different. Okay, in their perspective, there will be a ideas and this one. So from the, if suppose if one parent is starting early age of introducing some sport, after some time the kid is not like or something lacking behind. See, some parents come and ask me, we are also doing everything, but the results are not coming. So automatically the frustration start with the parents or kids. We have to find out why the kid is not interested, why the kid is not showing the result. So we have to have a conversation with the kid and find out, instead of blaming them, you can find out why it's not happening. If you able to find out that problem, then able to sort out or otherwise move to the next other things. Okay, that's what I felt. Because nowadays what parents are telling, I'm spending, I'm sacrificing, you have to go show that it's not possible. It's not possible. So you have to be, you have to give them. Don't actually, now what I want to tell them means, don't show the what you are interest, don't show it to them. So find out their interest and felicitate their every stage and try to impose and control them. Okay, don't impose them and control them. Let them what they want. Okay, then automatically they will open up and they will come and tell what's the problem. Even I went through the such things. Okay, even the Balaj, Hari, I went Hari one day suddenly he says, I don't want. Okay, fine. Why? What happened? Then his father sit and talk to him. Why you are not? See, every day has to be go by happily. They have to go. No push and pull. Okay. I never wake him up. I never tell them to go on time to the pool. So far, he himself get ready. Even from the 3-4 years onwards, I never make him up. He himself get up and come. Mama, 4:30. I want to leave. So like that, it will be, has to be there. Then only it will be. See, if you force, after one point, they will say, I can't, because something they are hurting him. So they have to tell them, open up and tell them, ask them to why you are not doing such things. Then we can find out that if you are very keen, then you have to tell them what the privilege, what the advantage, to explain to them. If they are in very young age, you can explain. If they are in the college level, you can't. You have to accept and go on. No choice.
Gujarat?
No, I think wanting to be better in something is not it won't happen instantaneously, whether it's studies or it's sports. I feel that, wanting to be better is a mindset. It's a journey. You are teaching your child that whatever you're doing, do it with sincerity and effort
Yes.
and hard work, and be diligent about it. This point that Kalyani said, and it's a very good point about, going to the pool at a certain time. And it is true. Both the boys, her son and my son, I did not have to tell Neil where you have to go, at what time you have to go. So that is the mindset that you're teaching. That is the attitude. This attitude that be very diligent about what you are doing, have a plan in place and work towards a plan and do hard work, but have a smart plan. It's not like you're doing hard work and you have no plan. You don't know what you're doing. But be very sincere. So I find today people are okay with insincerity, landing up late for classes or bunking classes. And this is something that I have it from my father, but I think that, in everything, the amount of effort you put in, the results are often proportional to the effort. And the smart effort that you put in, where you know what you want to do and how you will go about doing it, it's unlikely that you will not get results. The universe is like that when you put extreme level of effort and you put the right kind of effort, you will get results. So to the younger parents, this expectation of results, everybody has. It is human to have expectation of results. But the question to ask and introspect is,
Yes.
have I put in the right kind of effort? Is this the right kind of effort? Is this the amount of effort? So those are the things, which I find as time goes by, and there are lots of pressures on parents, that this bit, sort of starts to dilute. Because parents are also under pressure. They have their own career pressures, work pressures, things to
Correct.
manage. It's
Correct.
sometimes okay to let it be, to not be so hard and fast that, thrice a week, get up at 4:30 in the morning and send your kid for morning coaching or whatever. I mean, so this chalta hai, jaane do, this is the one thing that I feel,
Very interesting.
makes a big difference. Not having that chalta hai attitude.
Interesting. Great. So, and I think I'm also sort of looking at time and how much time do we have? We have time. So I think the question that I have for you is,
Next.
you've done a lot of things, right? There is shifts that you'll have to make. There are sacrifices that you make. You also enjoy. It's not a journey that you're not enjoying. The parenting journey is to be
Yes.
enjoyed. How has that journey actually changed you? And so if you imagine yourself, I don't know,
Yes.
when you both had Shri Hari or Neil, right? You were in a certain way, right? How has that journey changed you as a person?
Correct. Actually, my gratitude is increased many folds. Okay. I really think actually I blessed to be here with a very, very, very this one. And as a personal level, I developed to contact and so many because of that. And at the same time, I learned new things for the sake of my kid to development. I learned driving to drop, for the sake of dropping Hari to the pool. No, I learned that nutrition values sometimes about the food and coaches and actually I get the support of coaches and near and friends like Rujita and so many people because I am come from very very small village. No, I am not aware of so many city type of lifestyles. Beginning that itself challenge for me. Okay, because suddenly one cosmopolitan city I was there, I'm seeing so many parents are very this one, so that itself make me little down. But because of so many other things, I developed my such things to bring up my kids to next level. And actually, I learned. That's what I learned: driving and swimming for the sake of Hari. And I also have learned to accept whatever it comes like that. Okay. See, not much. This journey is teach me that one. Whatever the things comes, you have to accept and go on. So that is main thing. I felt I learned from this journey.
Interesting.
I think I learned patience.
Patience, yes, that also. More independent
All
and
parents, I
patience.
think, learn this, especially when their kids become
Yes.
teenagers
Yes.
and then older
Patience
ones.
and independent and that and all is actually as a mother you have a patience.
Correct. And Saransh, the funny thing is, as a parent, you always want to protect your child and make sure things are all proper and right for them.
Yes, good. Yes,
But the actual job of parenting is to bring up your child in such a way that one day they don't need you.
correct.
And to have peace with that, that it's okay for them to be, and they've learned the values, you've taught them well, and hopefully they'll make a proper life for themselves and be good individuals. So to let go, for me,
Correct.
has been a journey. And I think most mothers and most parents of older kids will understand this, that
Correct.
letting your young kid fly away and make something of himself, watching them make mistakes and being patient that they will learn and they will figure it out. Those are things. You're not born with all those things. You just learn as you go along.
Yes.
Interesting. And I'll now throw in a googly. This is the question. You might take time over also. But if you had to change 2 to 3 things in your parenting journey, what would those be?
2 to 3 things. Changing the
will-
parents.
Yeah, in your journey as a parent that you undertook, 2, 3 things that you think I should have changed this, I should have not done this, or whatever, I could do something else.
No,
You should
actually.
have been more risk taking.
Acha, you should have been more risk taking.
I think, I think I could have been more risk taking. I think given the background from where I came from, having done IIT-IIM, you have a certain level of academic qualifications that
No,
are sort
I
of
also
become
felt
norm
that.
in the family.
Actually, I also felt like that. I could then able to develop my skills little bit. So now I can use for that. No, see, actually, last 23 years, 25, 30 years, I'm behind the kids, and I. One time I regret I forget my talents and my things at all, and not shut down. So I think revive. I'm coming back to because my old age has to be alone. So little bit no, concentrate on such things will be a
Interesting.
better lifestyle in older age. Okay.
Interesting.
So I think
Yeah.
that is the only thing I can missing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think whatever I did for
You
the
should ask
kids.
us 10 years later, Saransh. We don't know yet. We both don't know yet.
Yeah.
Why?
But I
How?
think I do want to come back to the risk taking bit, Ruchira. When you say risk taking, what are you sort of talking about? Give us a little more details on what you mean when you say risk taking.
So risk taking is, when I mean, you could have, we didn't leave the country. We stayed here. We focused building on all the careers together. Maybe we could have focused on one career. We could have done all
Correct.
that, which we didn't do.
Because even Raj will did that because of
Yeah.
kids. He didn't take a job in US or something because he don't want to leave the family. He think about the kids development. So here is more opportunities and more things. He don't want to prolong his things. That way he is also maybe he's missed that thing. For me, that's one. And according to you asked now, no, how they things came to know means through the kids only because my son is teacher to me to how to handle the things. From them, I learned so many things.
Yeah.
And how to everyday learning and source of support from the coaches. No, first we have to believe the coaches and teachers. How the school teachers, the same thing in here coaches. So you have to believe and stuck with them and follow. Try to follow the instructions. No, so then it will be easy to go through.
Oh, I should say one other thing that I would have liked to change, which is taken up some sport myself. I just never found the time.
Actually, now also
And
so
our
many
boys
people
would
are
laugh
saying,
at this because I said it.
yes.
But yeah.
Actually, now also everybody says start playing volleyball. That is too much. I can't do that now. But I can play some other sport. I can do
I
that.
wish, Kalyani, you and I could play some tennis and the boys could sit inside and watch.
Yes, actually pink ball or something. No, this time also Bala introduced me that one pinky ball. Picking ball. That is the lazy old age player. No, old age people can do that game because it's not much movements. So you can do, Mama, you can learn. So something like that I want to do. We'll see. Otherwise, I can try to help like NGO. I love to be with our own people. Okay. So that NGOs maybe.
Interesting. And this is my final question, and I'll open up for then questions from people. But my final question to you both is: it's often said parents need to be friends and parents need to be this, and sometimes you struggle. The teenagers struggle, right? And I've often seen this with my nephew also and others also. And say, I already have friends. I don't need more friends, right? And so my question, therefore, to you is: what is this parenting? Is it a friend? How do you sort of place this parenting role, this caregiver role within the child's life?
Let me go first, and I'm saying this because we used to have this when Neil was angry with me. He would say, "I'm not your friend," and I would laugh and say, "Well, I've not been sent here to be your friend." But on a serious note, Saransh, the relationship of a parent is multifold. There are times you are a friend. There are times you're a strict mom. There are times you're a teacher. There are times you're a guide. And I think it's true of every good relationship that you don't have just one role. Every relationship has shades, right? Different things. Today, I would like to believe that my 23-year-old son considers me a friend, but there will be moments when I will act like this, don't act like this, mom, don't be so uncool. But it's okay. I mean, there will be uncool moments. So I think a good relationship should be one built on trust.
Mm.
Trust that whether you are acting as a friend, whether you are acting as a mother,
Mm.
there is a genuineness in what you want for the child. There is an
Mm.
effort, sincerity of effort
No
that
hide. There is no hide between both of us. See,
correct.
whatever they felt, they can share, ready to share. Even I
Mm.
make sure, even it is wrong thing, you can please
Mm.
let me know first.
Mm. Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
then the way will be open up. Okay,
Mm.
mother will take it in the way of, and see, I never tell why you did this. Okay,
Mm.
I never ask him something is went wrong. Why you did this? But first thing, what make you to do this?
Mm.
Hide from anything to wrong or anything hide from me. So far, I used to tell both my kids, please open up whatever you want, whether it's right or wrong, please open up to us. Then we can tell whether it's good or bad. Then
Mm.
after sometimes, see, grown up, then they will be no, whether it will be a good. See,
Mm.
now my elder one is 30. Okay,
Mm.
he is telling when we are seeking alliance, I ask why you don't have any girlfriend or anything. He says, I'm not sure you people are happy when I choose. Okay. How you come to that conclusion? I ask. Whether you open up to us, you ask
Mm.
me whether you can have
Mm.
no, mama. With the conversation, with the going through these things, my mind is telling Papa was not happy whether I can get to things, and I felt very bad that day. So what impression I make for the kid? Okay. Then that time, instead of without knowing, I told him only school, swimming, house. Okay, that lifestyle was like that. Okay, because they are very focused on both the thing. They don't have a time to think over other things. So no place to go around to see that type of time to spend or something like that. So they not into. Then after some time, now if I say, though those days you are forget to tell mama, you can see a girl also, because you told only school, house and swimming. Okay, you told me concentrate on that things. Now you are asking a girl. So at that time I felt bad. Oh, I made a bad something without knowing. I express my things to him. Not like that. If I tell now, they say, no, that day you told like that only. Now you are telling, okay, fine, because we are grown up. So you are telling, yes, because now you can choose properly, I felt. That's what I tell.
Very interesting. Very
After
interesting.
sometimes you can
Yeah.
give them space, no?
Interesting.
To get the confidence, they can do good thing only means they can give the space.
Yeah.
That space we are given.
Yeah.
So,
I think my big takeaway is at 30, when your child is 30 also, you could still be feeling bad of what you did. And that's the parenting journey. You will continue
Oh,
to
it will
feel bad.
continue. It will
yeah,
continue.
It
yes,
will continue to feel bad. Cool.
yes.
With that, I will open up for questions. And we have the first question that has come in. And Nilanjan is asking us this question. So you both talked about shared goals, right? And sort of playing a key role in helping children achieve success. I think the question is, Nilanjan would love to sort of hear about how these goals were set. The approach that you took within the family to set these shared goals that allowed children to be what they wanted to be.
So in our family, what we did was, so like, you introduce your child to various sets of activities, going to school, etc. You find out which is the activity that the kid enjoys the most. And then you are talking to the child about, okay, if you had more free time, where would you like to do this? It gets to a stage when there is serious commitment that either studies require or your choice of colleges require, your choice of subject. You actually sit down as a family and have this conversation. So the child won't be able to answer, what do I want to be? They don't know that. They don't know at that young age, what is it that
Yes.
they want to do? But they'll be able to talk about, what do I enjoy doing? What do
Correct.
what book? It's like, what books do I like to read? So
Right.
from there, you focus on saying, okay, so is this something that you want to do long term? Okay, if you want to do something long term, what are the models that you're seeing around you? And then as a family, but the important thing is you have to do this as a family.
Correct.
Because both parents, because there are sacrifices the entire family will make. Like Kalyani was talking about, when, if the person who's training competitively cannot eat out in a restaurant, the entire family is not eating out during that time. So it's a shared thing. once you have some idea of what the child wants to commit to, that's when it starts to look like a shared objective.
Correct.
But you sit together and you kind of do this. It starts with what you like doing. Do you want to do this long term? Where do you think this will go? Who are the role models you're seeing around you? Do you want to be
Correct.
like that?
Interesting.
Actually, that's what I'm telling. We are actually small age, we can put it in swimming. After 6, 7. See, when Ari was in 3rd standard, he was more keen on tennis. Okay, he played tennis in that age group in the school campus, but that Bhupati Academy is taking care of that training. So one of the coach came and asked me, please bring him to the academy for the further training. But that family situation, I couldn't able to take that long way. Okay, it's a little far. At that time, it's not permit me to take him to every day to that level. So one more kid and in-laws and so family situation is not allowed, permitted. So I told Hari, it's not possible. You enjoy this sport in the school. You can swimming, you can do. Then that is in 3rd standard. When it comes to 8th standard, again I gave. See, when he's played the cricket, because our family is a cricket family, so we have a Ranji Trophy players, Indian team players, or something like that. His cousin is an Indian A team player, and his father's brother, elder brother, was a Ranji Trophy player. So the cricket is in bed, but I don't actually. I am the person to not allow him to play cricket because I went through the good and bad process in that sport. Okay, maybe you be good, but you have to get the chance to play. Okay, so if you only if you get the chance, you can prove. See, the team game is like that. Okay, you have a little bit. I'm not blaming, but it is like that. So I choose. I as a volleyball player, I went through that so many things that in my mind. So I told Hari, no team sport. You have to go individual because it's purely talent and your effort. Nobody will influence or nobody will be blame on you. Okay, you can't blame anybody because it's yours. So that is where we have to take what Ruchita says is a family decision. We can sit and talk, and it's not a one-day decision. It's not a 1 year or one thing. It's a long process.
What time?
No? See, it's a 3 years to 23 now. Last 20 years of journey. It's not one night or one day or one thing. So it's a very big journey, and so many other in and around people have to understand the what kid is going through. So we are all understood and we did it. So I'm not blaming nowadays parents. They are also trying to do that such thing, but they are expecting very instant food, like immediately they want the result. That is the problem now. The parents and kids, why they are struggling means that is the we ourselves and Ruchita waited long period. Okay, but now what happened within 3 years, within 4 years, they want the result. They want to become a champion. They want to. That is not possible. It's first standard to MBBS. It takes time, no. So everything in the sport also.
Interesting. And because you're talking of shared goals and family, one thing to both of you, this is a question to both of you, one thing that you think is very unique to your family, a ritual, a practice, something that you did that you think this was very unique to my family. You did not see that across families. Any one thing that you think is very unique to your family?
I don't know about other families, Saransh, so I can't say this, but we three, we would always discuss after results, before results, after exams, before exams. We would sit down and almost like, where is help needed? Allocate. So, on this one, we need external help. On this one, okay, Dad, you're good in physics. Can you please take care of that? Okay, Mom, can you please take care of this? So we are, and I think a nuclear family. So a small family, just the three of us. So everything is shared. So, you share joy, but you also share anxiety. You share unhappiness when you've not done well. But the point was understand what is needed, but understand together. So we as a family, we used to do this.
Actually, we are
Come back
both
from a
as a
tournament,
parent.
sit together. Go to a tournament, sit together. So
Yes,
Actually,
Kalani.
we four are not very much keen on results. So we actually my husband was not much keen to travel, but he helped a lot in the back. Okay, booking and making facilities, whatever needs, Hari needs, everything. You make sure to be on that. That and all, Raj will be take care. But we both are not bothered about the results. Okay, from the childhood, even today, I used to tell Hari and Bala, you people are happy with that, what you are getting, what you are doing. See, then it's fine. Not for the sake of result or not sake of we want to show the result to the parents. That is not the goal. Okay, only our goal is we have to be happy what you are doing, and from that you are taking any good things. It's fine. Okay, so from the childhood, I told Hari not go beyond the money factor or result factor. Just one second, 1/2 second is improve. That's fine. See, goal is your target is your timings only, not for anybody's. So don't see others who is there, who are what. See, Hari and Neil are swim together in so many events. Okay, same events they used to swim. So we are not, see, like a parent, we are also not jealous about things. One time Neil will be win, one time Hari will be win. So no problem. They will be friends. They will come out of the water, they will become friends. While doing the race, they'll be. So like that, we are brought up, we are informed from the childhood that matter will be go on inside that mind. Okay. Still today, Hari was not never he want to be select himself. He always think about so many people around him. All has to go well.
Interesting.
But so that matter, I insist him very particularly to the Hari. So don't think about yourself. Always think about you do yourself. I don't mind. But result comes next. Okay, you try your goal. If it is come, happy. Otherwise, leave it. Somebody got it means they did 1% better than you, means they put 1% effort better than you. That's why they got it. Okay. So think like that, then we'll be happy.
Fair. And next I have Urvashi, and I know this question is something that because I know Ruchira might come to Ruchira, but so as parents, we often focus on creating a safe, protective environment for our children. But as they grow up, they naturally start seeking independence and their own space, which can happen very, very quickly. During this transition, how do you sort of navigate your emotions, and what helped you support your child while managing your feelings? And I know, Ruchira, this because Neil decided that he might not sort of be in swimming, right? He might want to do something else. And given there's a path that you took, and how do you then sort of deal with emotions, and how do you sort of manage your own emotions?
I think the first thing is that because you are putting, I'm always putting Neil first. I want to understand what thought process went through his mind and how he chose what he wants to do next. What are his interest levels and how he's developing those interest levels. As long as I'm satisfied that he has taken a thought through stand and he is enjoying what he is doing now, I'm at peace with it. Because my stand always is that individual will flourish best when they are choosing to do what they want to do.
Correct.
They have to want to do it, and they at different times you will love different things, but as long as you're enjoying doing that. So I want to see evidence of that thought. I want to see the evidence of actions. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are the next steps you've taken? As long as I'm satisfied he's taken those steps, I'm actually completely okay.
Interesting.
Because those actually, this whole being a parent, you have to stop doing it yourself. That is the whole point of the parent. You have to let them do it. But they have to have the skills to do it. So as long as you know that they have the skills to do it, you're okay. So I just have to convince myself about that.
Kani, you were saying something.
Hello?
Yes, Kalani, were you saying something?
No, correct. What Ruchita is saying, correct. No, it's depends upon the kid. What she's saying, only first we have to give the kid. Even if your parents' decision.
Interesting. So essentially, you work with the kid on helping them understand what is it that they want to do, but nowhere is the ask coming from you, right? This is what you'll have to do. And so how do you manage that is where a lot of the parenting skills usually come in from, which I find is very similar to what leadership is about, right? When you're trying to sort of work with your team, you're trying to sort of think through with them. The ultimate decision sort of lies with them also, but how do you sort of think through with them and allow them to sort of move ahead? Somebody should write a book on parenting and leadership. We have seen a lot of books on.
I mean, I wish you could say that there could be a book of it all. Every day we are learning.
Yes,
Every
I
day,
love
Saransh.
every day, correct. Every day. Today also I learned Harif so much. So every day, each stage. Okay, we finish the stage. Next stage also we have some questions, some responsibilities, some commitment will be there. Each stage will be like that. See, now my mother is 83, 84. Still she is having some responsibility, no? So something, so like that, the life is like that. So as a parent, once you started parent life, then you till your end of the life, you have so many of responsibilities and learning. And each day will be there. So no put stop for that.
Correct.
It will
Absolutely
be.
correct.
No full stop on parenting. Okay.
Mm.
With that, I will move to the last question. And this is where we want to give away something, right? We always try and give away, given this is the idea of journeys and sort of sharing it that people take away. If you have to give one piece of advice to parents, right? We have a lot of parents who have joined us on the call, on YouTube, or who are looking forward to be a parent. If you have to give one piece of advice, what would that be?
Enjoy every moment.
Yes,
You have
felicitate.
no idea how
Felicitate.
fast time flies. So
Felicitate
enjoy
your
all the
every
shared
stage.
moments. Yeah.
Felicitate them or their achievement in every stages and
Correct.
support them what they like and find out what they going through and help them to be succeed in that field. Like that it will be. I felt like that. So
No, it might
really.
appear when you're doing it, it appears stressful. You don't have answers to all the questions. You're doing the best you can. You have the pulls and pressures of your own career, your own workplace.
Correct.
See, there is no better cheerleader for the child than you. So first of all, be proud of what you're doing in the first place. All of us as parents are doing a great job.
And
And I
independent.
just want to tell every parent that, first just feel happy about what you're doing. You don't keep questioning that I could do more and someone else is doing more. You're doing
That's
a great
what,
job
don't compare.
already.
That's what I want to tell. Don't compare with other parents.
Yeah, you're already, and
See,
everything
that is very important.
Everything that you're doing, yes, there could be some different steps you could have undertaken. But once you've taken a thought through decision, just stick at it, just be at it and enjoy the time.
And yes, actually don't push and pull. You enjoy that moment. And don't see if you're not able to, if somebody come and ask what are you saying? See, every human being is totally different. So each kid is physics is different, mind is different. So only the parent can know what the kid likes and how they will manage. So don't copy some other parent as well. See, now actually I felt now now the chess is up to the mark. Okay, world champion. So every parent wants that kid become a chess champion. It's not possible. Okay, you have to find out that ability and skill if the kid has. First you can find out, then you can push the kid into that sport. Suddenly PV Sindhu has become an Olympian and champion, then everybody will put that badminton. Every kid, see, the kid is crying outside that arena. That mother is saying, no, you have to play. The kid don't like it. You please understand that kids liking and make sure you are helping what they want to do. Then automatically that result will come.
But I also want to add here, Saransh, that as a parent, ask for help.
Yes.
We are not supposed to be know it all, be it
There's
all,
no
solve
training.
it all. We are not. We are also human beings.
Yes.
So just raise your hand and ask for help. There will be people who can help. There are coaches, advisors, teachers.
Correct. I am here
there's no
because
shame
of my
in
coaches.
asking for help.
No, actually, I am here because of my coach. Definitely, I will say Without Coach Hari won't be here. When that sudden demise of Nataraj, I felt I'm not able to continue the swimming level. Everybody says, no, you can. But only the coach decided, no, Kalyani, I will take care. You only took him within 3 days. It took him because within the month he raised for the state selections, swimming selection for Olympic. So that way, the coaches, you have to believe on coaches and you have to believe, see what Ruchita says. I was here because so many dear and near people, friends who will help me whatever I need, whenever I need, they are there. So I can able to proceed or prolong like this, not today where I am. So I have to gratitude to everyone, huge, not only a single person to bring like this. So many people are involved in that journey. So it's a big thing.
Interesting. And we could continue this conversation at 6. I don't want to sort of move forward, given this is a very interesting conversation. I will definitely tell people who are watching, who are sort of seeing this, we have 2 links in the YouTube description that you see. We are trying to raise funds for parents. Essentially, the idea is how do we support more parents? Like Kalyani said, like Rucha said, it takes a community of parents to actually support each other and ensure children can learn. For us, the idea is how do we develop this community? Any support that you want to give us can be sort of accessed through the links that we have shared on the YouTube description. Please click that. Please support us. And we will come back to you with another interesting Parenting Unplugged session. Thank you, Kalyani. Thank you,
Thank you.
Ruchira, for
Thank
taking
you.
our time, sharing
Thank
so
you so much.
openly. I'm very, very hopeful neither Neil nor Hari will feel bad that you shared your journeys. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
Thank
you
much.
you.
so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Take
Ruchita.
care.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Bye.